The very first step in growing a mushroom is to prepare the mushroom growing substrate, or I'll call it compost from this point on. Our compost consists of hay, poultry litter for nitrogen, gypsum, water, and some different nutrients. And we mix that, and that becomes a compost. That process will take anywhere from 25 to 45 days, depending on who's doing it and what process they do it. During that time, that compost will generate, through its own biological activity, temperatures up to 180, 185 degrees. And it's all thermophilic activity. Those thermophiles are what's making the food to become that the mushroom is going to eat. Then the substrate is finished. We introduce the spawn, which is the seed of the mushroom from which the mycelium will grow. And we put a little fertilizer or supplement in there. We'll get the finished growing medium down here at Warwick Farm, and we'll fill the rooms. And then the first thing we do is we actually grow the roots of the mushrooms, or the mycelium. The mycelium, that process takes 2 weeks. After that is finished, we put a layer of peat moss mixture on top of that, about 2 inches, and we control the temperature and the humidity and the CO2 and different factors that are needed to grow mushroom. 16 days after we'll start to harvest the mushrooms. The mushrooms will come in 3 breaks, or 3 different generations, and they are about 7 days apart. So we'll pick the first break, pick that totally off. The second flush will come 7 days later, and then 7 days after that, the third break comes. So we'll pick for about 18 to 20 days. The end of that time, we thoroughly sanitize everything. We steam the room at 160 degrees for about 36 hours to just totally sterilize that room. We take the material out of the room, which then goes out to the farmers' fields for fertilizer, and then we start all over again in that room.